Hi love, welcome back. In today's class, we are making this beautiful split cover up. This is a SHEIN recreation. Yep. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to our channel and join our classes. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I don't know how to thank you enough for always sticking and staying with us. Without further ado, my loves, let's get right into the class. Passerbys and newcomers, what are you still waiting for? Subscribe. So I'm going to be using this Majestic palette. It's a 100-gram yarn and a 2.5mm hook, my stitch marker, scissors and tape measure. I've had this yarn for some months now and it's only left with one. That's why the tassels on the split were not full. You can make yours fuller. Let's get right into it. So to begin with, I'm going to make my slip knot, and this is how I make my slip knot. And you're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm making this for a size small to medium, and yeah, so you're going to chain 10. After your 10 chains, you're going to pull the yarn for 7 inches. That's for size small and medium. If you're doing for large and extra large, you can pull to 10 inches. So this is my 7 inches. So now we are going to make a single crochet, and just watch carefully how I do this. Your hook will be in your pull space, your 7 inches space. You yarn over and bring it out, just this, and you are going to make 11 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make your 11 chains. Remember when we were starting, we made 10 chains. We are making 11 chains because we are going to turn over and make single crochets in the stitches. So we would have 10 in total. So row 2, you chain 1 and go in each stitch with a single crochet. So in total, you should be having 10 single crochets. So the size would balance. So go ahead and make your 10 single crochets in each stitch, and I'll meet you when you're done with your 10 single crochets. So we are going to pull again for row 2. So you pull 7 inches and always make sure you measure your pull space to get exactly 7 inches. So now you're going to make single crochet to attach it and continue your work. So your hook is in the pull space, and you are going to insert your hook in the first stitch and bring your yarn close. So just watch carefully. Yarn over, bring it in, and then yarn over, pull through, or just pull through the space, the 7 inches space. And now continue making your single crochets until the end of the row. I'll walk you through a few rows, and then this is pretty much the pattern until we get to where I will direct you again. So for row 3, you chain 1 again, turn over, and you make your 10 single crochets. So 1 single crochet in each stitch until you get to the pull space. So I'm making my last single crochet, and you're going to pull 7 inches again, and just as you did for the previous rows, you're going to repeat the same exact thing. So with the pulling, if you want, you can eyeball it, and if you don't want to measure, so the work will be fast. But if you want accuracy, then you would always have to measure like this. But if you can eyeball it, that's also perfect. Insert your hook in the pull space. Now you are going to insert your hook in the first stitch of the single crochet, exactly like this, and you are going to yarn over, and then you are going to yarn over and pull through all exactly. So you should be having something like this, and you're going to make your single crochets until the end of the row. At the end, you're going to chain 1 and turn, and you keep repeating the same exact thing. Now let me walk you through once more. Pull your yarn either by eyeballing or measuring, and make your single crochets across. So keep doing this until you have your desired length. I'm going to be making about 28 inches long. So you keep doing this until you have your desired length, and I'll meet you when I have my desired length. If you don't understand anything from the beginning, you can always pause and watch back slowly until you get it. I bet this is a beautiful thing, and it wouldn't even take up to a day for you to finish this project. So you might as well take your time, watch the video carefully, and do the same exact thing I'm doing. At this point, my love, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing, and if you're a returning subscriber, mwah to you. I've been working my rows, and I thought of something so simple for you guys. So you can measure on a plaque, on a board, anything that you have, 7 inches or 10 for large. So when you pull, you just have to stretch and measure from your board. I think this is pretty much faster to work with than measuring it all the time. So you just pull it and measure on the board, which you've already measured 7 or 10 inches, and keep making your single crochets. This is the end of my 120 rows, and you're going to make 2 of these at the back panel and front. So you're going to chain 2, cut and fasten your yarn. So this is my front post, and this is how it looks like. So go ahead and make the same exact thing for your back post, and I'll meet you when I have mine all done. And this is the measurement. So I have 29 inches, but when stretched, I would have more than 29, like 34. Yeah. So now we are going to be working on the hands, and I'm done with my back panel, and this is how it looks like. So we are going to repeat the same exact thing on the front panel. Insert your hook and attach your yarn, chain 1, and make single crochets in your 10 stitches. At the end of the row, chain 1. This time we are not going to pull, we're just going to work single crochet back to back, and make single crochet at the end of the row, chain 1, turn. So you're going to make this for 21 until you have 21 rows. If you're doing large, you might consider making 25 rows of single crochet. So keep doing this and I'll meet you when I'm done. So this is the end of my 21 rows. You chain 2 and cut your yarn, but make sure, chain 1 and cut your yarn. Make sure you leave a long strand to attach both sides together, the back panel together. So you're going to repeat the same exact thing on the other side of your work. So go ahead and work your 21 rows. So now we are going to be attaching the two sides, and always make sure you put the right side, the side you want to show in the back, and sew on the wrong side, like the wrong side, the side you don't want to face you. So I'm working slip stitches to attach both sides together, but you can also work single crochets or use your darning needle to sew it together, whichever way is valid, my love. So at the end, I just didn't want to cut here, so I chained 1 and try to work some few stitches down before I cut and fasten my yarn and sew in all loose ends. So you're going to repeat the same on this side, and this is how your work should be looking like. And when turned to the right side, this is how it should be looking like. So now you are going to work on the armhole. So measure 13 inches and you are going to make a chain, a long chain. I made about 30. I made 30 chains. You can decide to size down or even go higher. This chain is to just tie both sides together and make another chain at the same spot and also at the other side of your work. So you should be having something like this. And now working on the tassel, I measured 10 inches and I divided 8 into 2, making 5, because at this point my yarn was finishing and there's just a little way I can manage, and I connected them by doing this. So I took 2. I was connecting it 2. So at this point, if you have enough yarn, please fold your work. Fold it, because that's the beauty of the dress, the cover up dress. So you do it on both sides, and this is how I connect mine. After this, you cut and fasten all loose ends, and my love, that is all for today's class. Thank you very much for watching until the end of the video, and this is the result. Stay hydrated until we meet next week. Bye bye.